Good morning and welcome back to Valheim. Hardcore, no map, no portals. Fire spreads on, so that kind of makes things a little more difficult just all around. Uh, so what we got going on today, that was a weird sound. So what we got going on today is I'm going to take on the Queen. I got a little bit of a traversal though. I am pretty far from her. Um, I'm pretty much directly underneath the world tree. I have to be way, way south, but to get down there, I gotta go around. Oh, that's a new troll. I use a lot of the trolls on the shoreline as markers to show where I am. And oddly enough, it works exceedingly well. There's a serpent or something. There's a lot of serpents along this path that I have to take. I don't bother taking them all out because I never usually need to. For serpents too, that was a troll, I think, that was fighting a serpent. No, I was fighting something else. There was a troll that killed a serpent somewhere along the shoreline here at one point, and I just hopped in, took all its meat. It happened again, so I did it again. And now I have 20 serpent stews on me. That's going to become my health food. I always get myself confused here. I always end up turning along the shoreline, and I do not want to go down in there. It's not bad, it's just a bay, it just wastes time. So I just want to kind of go straight across the water here. Straight towards the world tree. And then I avoid going into that bay. I should have a repair station on the shorelines just up here, which is just before the elder spawn. So we do have to go by a number of the spawns, actually. We have to go directly past the elder. We have to go past Motor. We have to go past Yagluth. We have to go past Bone Mass. All just to get down to the Queen. But I kind of found everybody all along one trade route, which was kind of nice. Did some exploration, followed a couple of rivers, found all of the bosses, mostly. So up here, there should be the repair station on the right-hand side, with a little hut. How's my boat looking? It does not need repairs. Good. It's a bit of a long trip to get down there. There's the repair station with the ladder. That's how I marked it. I just have to do a drive-by on the ladder. I don't even have to slow down. Just get off, repair, and get back on. And the elder's coming up here pretty much right in front of me. On the other, like through these rocks, here's where I gotta get. Okay. This area sucks when there's a storm. But I think I found most of the best ways to go. Turn too much. There we go. There's the elder spawn. An ocean-based elder spawn. I love it. I'm always going to end up hitting at least one rock here. I think it's essentially unavoidable because I always miss one at least. Now I've head to the shore here in front of me. Should be, I believe, black forest. Might be some meadows. I've never actually gotten off the boat there. But then it'll turn into swamp with a river. That's the Bone Mass Swamp. And I gotta go through that river. There's times that at night I'll have in the next area, just on the other side of the swamp, where there's like two serpents that I think spawn. The most I've had chasing me at once on this file is 3. Oh yeah, so there's the meadowy area, there's black forest, and there is the swamp. Until I've done this trip a few times, eh? I also find that it's extremely helpful to make those mental maps when you're not playing with a map, just so you can avoid getting lost. This is another area where I found a dead serpent just kind of on the shore. I actually did an about face on my boat, turned around and came back because I was like, oh, what is all that? And it's like, oh, it's serpent meat. Still not sure what killed it. Might have been leeches. Might have been Draugr. I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen them fight each other. Whoop. You like that little dodge? I always try to stick to the north side of the tree, and I don't know why. I think there might have been a rock on the south side, but I've been taking the north. Oh, there is too. But if I stick to the north side of the tree, I don't run into issues. Usually. Sometimes I run over an enemy. Take a little bit of damage. Take them out. One of the last times I came through, I finally decided to check out that crypt. And I ended up with an extra 90 iron. It was a very small crypt, but it had 3 treasure rooms right near the entrance. And each of them had a chest with 30 iron in it. And 50 ancient wood in 2 of the chests, so I got 100. And now I've got, of course, the wind changed, so now I'm gonna just do this. And now I gotta follow this coast for quite a while. We'll follow this down on the right hand side. There's a spot not too far in on one of these swamps where during a storm you can actually see under the water there's a rune stone. It might be over here by that building. I was trying to get a decent screenshot one day, and all of a sudden there's a rune stone. Oh, there's a serpent. That is right at the shore again. I'll be right back, everybody. I gotta go help my kitty with Sorry for that temporary setback there. One of my kitties needed assistance. Nothing major. So, oh, there's another serpent. So there's one up there. There's this one here. Let's run him over. I'd take the time to kill him, but I don't really have the inventory space. So yeah, bone mass is somewhere around here. He's just far enough in that you cannot see him from shore. I think it was the second or third swamp that I explored where I finally found him. And just up here on the right is the base that I used as a staging area when I was just exploring. Is that a leech? Yeah, it is leeches. Huh. A little path that I took most of the time. Let's do a little drive-by repair. So you didn't even have to slow down. Might have taken a little bit more damage than what I repaired because of that rock there, but that's okay. If you have little drive-by repair stations like that, they can literally save you from losing your boat if you put them in strategic locations. And just while I'm sailing here and chatting and all, doing all that kind of stuff, I'm going to just quickly post a link on my Twitter. See, this will actually take me back. What's this one? No. There's another river coming up that would actually take me back not too far from my main base, but they're not connected via water except for the area over here. So I can't take my long ship if I have a bunch of stuff in it. So I would have to deconstruct, reconstruct. And with this ship, like, look what I got here. I got my wishbone, I got my circlet, my swamp key, my dragon's tears, my torn spirits. If I were to lose this boat, I'd have to kill most of the bosses again. Yeah, I'd have to kill almost all of them again. Starting with the Elder. Then I'd have to kill Bone Mass. Then I'd have to kill Motor. And then I'd have to kill Yaglith. So I guess the only one that I wouldn't have to re-kill would be Ichtyr at the start. So that's actually the pathway that leads into a bay area that kind of connects near my other base. It was my original Black Forest base, and my original base of operations before I had the ships built. Or before I was really comfortable taking this ship out on a long traversal when I don't have a map. Because it's very, very easy to get lost if you don't know how to navigate, but my base is almost directly beneath the world tree. So right now I can tell that my base is north, and a little bit to the left because it's not under the center, it was underneath that tree, it was kind of underneath that knob. But that there, that's east. That's east. That there, over there, not that one, but that one, that's west. That actually points kind of south. If you were directly underneath it, it would be pointing south. Wind. One thing that you will notice is I do have a lot of really bad luck when it comes to the weather. That's why I have the motor power instead of, say, bone mass. Because it's the only one that's actually really useful for me. Oh, I got a long ways to go here, too. This little swampy, oceany area here is how I used, there's a landmark I used to find motor, actually, because the mountain with motor on it is pretty much, that's right there, you can just see the outline. Motor spawns right about there. Sometimes I love when you can look under the water and just see, like, sometimes there's a rock deep down or a log, and it's just like, yeah, who did you expect was ever going to see that? Like, why is that stuff spawning underwater so far down? See, I have to follow this coastline, which is directly against the wind. This happened on my way back to my main base the last time, too. Is I was stuck at paddle speed for almost the entire duration. This is when I wish I had someone in chat. If I had someone in chat, this wouldn't be quite as boring. But no. Nobody wants to watch me play Valheim. At least not live. I tend to get a lot of folks watching after the fact, so thank you for that. If you happen to watch this far and you've been enjoying the content, I really do appreciate it. I quite love this game. And I've actually started another playthrough with a character. I've just been recording it. I haven't been streaming it, but I might change that. But he's going to be a fists character, a punching weapons guy. And so far, it's been a lot of fun. 1 second, I need to cough. Oh, sorry about that. Every once in a while I do gotta flip the mic off for a second because, well, I'm a heavy smoker. It's buggered my lungs up over the last, 20 years plus. Yeah. I ain't no spring chicken, that's for sure. Made blindingly obvious because I used the term spring chicken. Well, at least I got a little bit of wind that I can catch, but I gotta follow this all the way around. This is all part of my main continent that I spawned on. Like, it's all connected. But this connects back up where that river was. That river runs through it. The one that I said can take me back into the bay. But that bay, I'm pretty sure this landmass is like a giant horseshoe. Granted, I'm not really sure because, no map. But at the same time, that's kind of how it feels when I'm playing. I haven't gone down the far side of it, but I have gone down the inside of it. And actually, there's some pretty awesome markers on the inside, like one spot where there's a plains on both sides of the water, not super wide, and there's two of those giant stone spires that are right across the water from each other, so it's kind of like something from Neverending Story with the gate guardians. Kind of creepy, actually. I like it. Little fueling raiding party. I just don't want to attract a death mosquito here right now because my health's not super high because I've only got one food active. But I do have Carapace armor on, which I'm not sure if that does anything for... No, it's just straight up armor. See, I don't know if it does anything for like pierce damage or nothing, but I don't think so, and it doesn't. Oh yeah, and there's a sealed tower right there too. After I take out the queen, that's going to be my next objective, is the sealed tower. It shouldn't be too difficult. But in the end, every time I say that, I end up dying 20 times, and oh man. So, last weekend, I did a stream, and I died in the Mistlands. And I had no idea where I died. I knew I was somewhere on the continent with the Queen and with my Mistlands base. But unlike a lot of Mistlands areas, this one is actually huge. It took me like 3 days of real life time to find my body. That's the kind of patience that you have to have when you don't play with maps. Oh look, nighttime serpent. There should be another one up here too. There's a few that spawn along this corridor. They like to chase me, but they can never catch me. And I don't think I've ever actually used the serpent scales for anything outside of like one of my first playthroughs where I killed a serpent. I think that was the only time I ever used their scales. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. There's that other night serpent. And sorry for the muting again for a moment, but I had to sneeze. I might not be able to always get the mic paused when that happens, so I apologize if I sneeze in your ears. But hey, I'm human. I guess I could start using a webcam for this. I mean, I got nothing up in the corner where the map is. I could always just put my ugly mug up there. Okay, so I'm getting close to the southern point of this area. This half of the horseshoe. There's a couple of trolls and stuff along the corner area. I think there was a couple bears too, if I remember correctly. Nice, beautiful oceans. Look at that. This is such a gorgeous game. Oh, there's one of the trolls. The other one I thought was over here, so I hope he's okay. Oh, and there's a bear in the water for some reason. Okay, now where is the world tree? I want to head. Okay. Well, I do have to head kind of south, so I'm going to do things a little bit different. Just so I can try to keep the wind. I need to head mostly west, because I need to hit the far shores usually before I turn. Because I haven't really explored anything over this way. I've gone that way once, but that was like 100 days ago in-game. So, quite a while. Oh yeah, so I need to get... I need to follow that shoreline now, I guess. There should be a Leviathan around here somewhere, too. Like right over there between me and that swamp. I guess it's just not popping in. There's another serpent. Lots of them. But if they mess with me, I got 112 ice arrows. Frost arrows, whatever. Frost arrows are phenomenal once you get past the plains and into the mist. Good, the wind's turning just a little bit. Just enough that I can avoid bashing into the shore. There's a vial right there. I don't think I've killed a vial on this character yet. The bears are nothing. They're extremely easy to take out. Usually by the time you hit the swamps, if you're having trouble with the bears, you need to figure out your parrying. Perfect. Now I think I can head south. But still mostly west. So that I can get to that shoreline. Oh, good. So many people hate the storms in this game. I love them, because look how much faster I'm moving already. There is variable wind speed. There's been a couple of times I've had a few storms that were so intense that it felt like my boat was skidding across the water. Like, this is slow compared to how it was on a few occasions. So now if I can keep that on that side, they'll come together in a bit of a pincher location. Right here, yeah. Perfect. I'm on the right road. Oh, another serpent. There's a couple in this corridor too. And there's now been 3 separate occasions where I had a pufferfish pop up out of the water and land directly on me while I've been taking my boat out. Like, to the point where I had to get off the rudder and try to pick it up because it got stuck in the bench. Yes, yes, yes. You're big, you're mean, you're scary, whatever. Let's go find one of your friends down here. Okay, so we're into the Mistlands finally, which is not very misty today. I kind of like when the mist is a little bit less. It doesn't happen very often, but it does seem to have like a weather cycle like everything else. And for this I just stay between all the mist. Oh, look, another serpent. So many serpents. That's why I'm not really too concerned about trying to kill them all. If I need to get some serpent meat, all I gotta do is take a quick boat ride. Because we are not too far from our goal location right now. The joys, the joys. The boring part of the trip is almost through. At the end of this, on the left-hand side, this actually comes out just before the Ashlands. We end up going to the very southern coast. So you've been with me from the world spawn area all the way to the southern tip of the Mistlands, to the point where we will be able to see the spires in the boiling sea. I got so much stuff on me too, like, wrong button. Got so much stuff on me too. So just up here on the left, we're going to see a workbench with a little post next to it. That's our goal spot, that's where we're heading. But right here, there is no more land in front of me until the Ashlands. You can see where the water's already turning red up there. I think I can see land there too, so I think this might be where I end up heading down into it. Nice. Alright, so here is my goal location. The queen is just up there. Gotta be careful when I'm moving around here because it's very close to the boiling seas and I don't want to destroy my boat. There is also a diverger that hangs out right there too, so I like parking near him. But the queen is just up past that broken sword there. Huh. I didn't bring any wood. That was one of the things that I needed. Oh well. I've got my axe. Hello, Mr. Diverger. I don't know if that's how I pronounce your name, but that's how I'm pronouncing your name. This area here was not fun to get cleared out. I hear y'all. Why did I go this way? I wasn't kidding when I said he was just on the other side of that fence, or fence, the sword. Ah, there she is. So inside here, there is also always a little area. I set my spawn point. I also broke it out back here, so this is probably the safest area that I can make. Doors directly above me. But all this damage was done by a starred seeker soldier that was in the area. And this is why I needed wood. Oh, I've got enough for one more. One more chest. I'm going to start making some chests in this back area here instead of up there. Okay, so what can I put in here? I won't need these to fight her. I won't need... Oh yeah! I brought all this stuff to make something specific for here. How am I gonna do this? So I'm gonna want... I need stamina. I want eater. But would it be better to trade that out for 2 health foods? Because I think I'm going to try that once. I think I'm going to go with mist hair, meat platter, and salad to start. Oh wait, I'll put some of this in here because yeah, I don't really need to get it all stuck in there. Put a few of those out here too. Demolisher can go there. Demolisher is the #1 weapon for this. When you're solo anyway. Solo fighting the queen kinda sucks. Ooh, I should have made more salad before I came down. Oh, that's not gonna be good. And I should probably try to get rested here too, because that's gonna be important. And of course, I don't have any wood. Oh, that was wood. 1 piece of wood. 1 is all I need. Now, I've already tried fighting the queen once. And my stuff was getting close to breaking, so I ran back to my other base to grab all of my stuff to repair. So actually over here, I've got a little crafting area with a Galder table and a black forge, both level 2. So that I can repair things like my demolisher. I think, yeah, demolisher. Or my demolisher, my staffs, all my gear. Alright, so 200 health. Let's get that mist light on. And get the mist walker out. I don't know where she's going to be in here, considering, like I said, I've done this a little bit already. She could be anywhere. She's healed by now, guaranteed. She's probably reset entirely. She's probably back up at the top. See, the Seekers and stuff, they are not bad. Secondary attack, I can 2 hits, or 1 hit, usually. And the broods, you can take out quite a few of them with 1 hit with the demolisher. It's actually, I recommend trying to get a bunch of them on your tail first before you bother. Oh. A parry. Oh wait, did I have bile bombs? I do, but they're in my boat. Darn it. Okay, come on. It's important to try to remember where this is. Because Queen cannot get in here. Just gonna run outside really quick. I'm not sure if she used poison on me, but I'm just gonna do that real fast. I don't want to use that, but I'm also regenerating really slow. Come on. I think 1 health, 1 stam, 1 Eiter food will be the best bet. Because I'm really missing my Staff of Embers right now. Okay, where are you? Oh my lord. Ah! Right there, okay. And I'm stuck. I want to drink this. Hitting her through the wall with the demolishers. By far the easiest way to take her down when you're a solo player. If you have at least 2 people, you don't have to do this. One person can distract while the other person attacks. But when you're solo, your options are limited. Because as you saw, she kind of hits like a tank. And the beautiful thing is, this can also take care of the ads at the same time. So do a little bit of damage to her, do a little bit of damage to them. The only downside is the 25 stamina cost per swing of the demolisher. I don't trust her. Where'd you go? Right there, okay. You were just right there. Try to get her attention. Come on. Ooh. So now if I can ever get her stuck in a position where she's, like, confused or distracted, then I can take the Mistwalker after her, and oh my, does that do some good damage. But she hits too hard, knocks her back too far for melee to be really much of an option. So you're kind of stuck with what you got. Where are you? There you are. She just took me down half health with one hit. And that's with full Carapace armor. Upgraded as far as I can without having killed her to be able to upgrade my Black Forge even further. Which is why this is really the only option for solo. Because anything else will result in a lot of death. Well, I wonder, when she has her butt sticking through the wall like that, I wonder if I can hit her with a Mistwalker. Huh. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Right at the... Oh, I didn't die? Oh. It was fire wine. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Well, I was doing some pretty good damage there with the Mistwalker. Where are you? Come on. See, I'd love to be able to get up there, but I can't because I broke the staircase. See, her ads are really easy to kill if you have the opportunity to get them without her, you know, stomping on you. Oh, she's up there. Okay, run. I gotta watch for that silly stomp claw thing she does. That hurts. Okay. Stop taking silly chances. Just do what works. Take the few swings with the Mistwalker when I can. But until then, just do this. I'm gonna have to repair here soon. Well, that's unfortunate. See, and that right there is why you always want to keep a spawn point right here. Because thankfully I'm right by the entrance. Which this also means that I can take the opportunity to repair this. And my armors. So on the plus side, my body's right here. And I can go doop, doop, and doop. And now I have most everything I had. What? Oh yeah, they're outside. I was thinking about my serpent stew. It's like, where's my serpent stew? See, but now I've got this. Where are you, Queen? Right there. What's the point of sending in the broods when I have a demolisher? There isn't one. Okay, so she's moved. Alright, where'd you go? Where are you? Are you up there? I don't like going too far from the entrance. Once I've already got her aggro anyway. You move so slow with the demolisher. And of course I'm not rested at the moment now. And I was too silly to get rested while I was outside. Where are you? Come on. Come on. You're over there. Oh, Jesus. The tedium of fighting the queen. It's going to be interesting if I get to fodder. I've never fought him. Not once. I don't even know if I've ever gathered all of the items to spawn him. The bells or whatever the heck they are. Are you there yet? She keeps sounding like she's right there, but she's not right there. There's so much stuff on the ground that I can't pick up. Alright, Queen. Is that you up there? Nope. You're here somewhere. But with your burrowing, you could be anywhere. Like, seriously, where did you go? Well, you're way up here. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Just a pile of meat and skin by the door. Timing on that. She hits too hard. Pardon me. This is when the bone mass power would probably come in handy, but then getting down here would have been a pain. Just gonna repair. Is that fire still going? Yes, it is. So that means that I can hopefully rest without having her heal, which might end up being the case. I wasn't thinking about that until I was hitting the button. But that's what I needed right there, is that rested buff. Oh lord, okay. Drop everything that I'm picking up. And now eat my food. Okay. Oh, she's right there. Oh Jesus, did she heal? I think this is how I beat her last time, was just running around and launching fireballs at her. It took me a long time. Okay. I'm just gonna have to stick to this strategy, I think. Just poke the head out and wait for her to come back. It knocked me out of the door. That's funny. Perfect. Aha. So the Staff of Embers is great for trying to find her. Whoop. Alright. Time for another round of eat my demolisher through the wall. Come on. Oh. So during times like this, I feel like I should be able to sneak up on her kind of with the Mistwalker, because she's not really doing much. She likes to hide over there. Anytime I can get her through the wall, though, I'm going to. Oddly enough, this still is, up to this point, the hardest of the boss battles. I think the actual hardest, up until this point of the first 5, is actually probably Bone Mass. And he's not that difficult. That was an odd sound. Oh, that was my brooch kicking in. That doesn't happen very often. Actually, I think this fight here is the very first times that my trinket procced. You like to be up there? Are you there again? No. Alright, where are you at, Queen? Come on. Show yourself. There you are. Well, there you were. Come on. You were over here. Now where did you go? Okay, I've got her below half health. I'm gonna have to repair my demolisher right away, but I've got her below half health. Yeah, this boss has got like 12,000 health. So it sometimes takes a little bit to take her down. You over there again? Yeah, you are too. Ah, they knocked me outside, but you know what? I'm going to take that opportunity. And this is why you want to have repair benches kicking around. It'd be a lot easier if this freaking staircase hadn't gotten destroyed by a starred seeker soldier. It's like it did one attack and took out that entire staircase. Oh, good. She did not take much health. Or, she did not regen much health, if any. The knockback on some of these guys is ridiculous. It's like, how can I hit you if all you do is knock me backwards? I wonder if they changed her behavior, because the last time I fought her, I couldn't get more than a couple of hits off in the corner like this before she was running away. And usually right back up to the very top. It was extraordinarily frustrating. It was kind of weird. Oh, I wasn't wrong with her being over there, though. My last tasty mead. Where are you? Right there. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Where are you? You're almost dead. Right there. Come on. So close. I don't know why she likes to hang out in that spot so much, but I'm not going to complain if she's going to make it easy on me. I hit something for about 25. Alright, you little turd, where are you? Come out to play. I should have brought some other foods in with me. What does this give me? Not enough. Wow, she's gotten dumb. Okay. First and foremost, let's drop all of this stuff here. I'm all wet. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I'm gonna have the wet debuff when I go in, but I better be rested when I go in. Come on, come on, come on. She really does like that spot. Where does she go now? It's just great, hitting everything all at once. Oh, good lord. Where the hell are you going again? Get back here so you can die. Right there. If she's stuck, I might be able to get a few hits of this on her. Yeah, she's almost gone. Now the question is, do I want to finish her off with an attack through the wall? After all these hits on her, my club skill is only 21. Now if you want to have good damage against her, so this doesn't take so long, for yourself, alright, you. Alright. So I got my majestic Carapace. I got my queen trophy. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I have officially conquered the Mistlands. Well, that was fun. I should probably go look around for... They should clear the mist out of here when she's dead. But no. Well, I guess I don't really need to be in here anymore. Grab all the meat I can find. I don't really want any carapaces though, because I have zero use for them outside of upgrading this armor, which will probably be... Oh wait, no, do I need them for... I don't know. I gotta head back to my main base and drop the queen trophy off. I can't remember what her power gives you. I gotta drop that off, and I need to build my Drakkar. I'm gonna put this back on. It's not gonna be quite as bright, but... Oh, I can't fit anymore. Never mind, I'm just gonna leave the wisp light on. Sleep through the nights. And now I'm heading back to World Spawn. Unloading unused assets. Probably all the million pieces of meat and carapace that are in the Queen's Lair. Not to mention all the royal jelly, holy jeez. Okay, so I got that. I'm gonna come back here, grab my important stuff. I don't really need that on me. But I do need a lot of this stuff on me. I don't need most of it, but... I wouldn't mind having most of the stuff that I need. That's a pretty good haul. Pickaxe and axe, okay, good. What's in here? carrying too much, so I'm just going to split that. Perfect. Alright. Now down here, there's my boat. Being guarded by a very kindly diverger. Now let's get the heck out of here. And of course the wind is going in the total wrong direction. So I'm going to have to use my motor power almost immediately. Oh, that's exciting. Next stop is going to be, well, this is going to be my staging base now, I think, because it's got most of my stuff, but I also have a base down the shoreline there. And now everything that I did to get here, I just got to do in reverse. See, this is what I mean about the variable wind speed. On the way down, the wind was crazy. There was a bit of a storm. It's going nice and fast, but now it's nice and calm. No storm. So not much for speed. I ended up with a bit of a decent haul. I'm not unhappy with what I got. By any stretch. Stay between the rocks right there. Oh, was that a serpent? It is too. I wonder if that serpent is one of Loki's babies. Oh, you be quiet. You're not a threat. Looks like the wind's picking up a little bit, which is good. Get myself back to where I need to be just a little bit quicker. Just think, if I didn't have portals turned off, I would have been there, done what I needed to do, and sitting back at that base already. See, what's going to be really difficult without portals is trying to make landfall in the Ashlands. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I know I'm probably going to want to make sure that I have enough stuff to make a secondary Drakkar, if not 2 or 3 extras. Because if I die down there, well, and I don't have a base set up yet, guess what I'll have to do again. Yep. Everything. Offer it to the sacrificial stones. She has seen enough. That's hilarious. She's seen enough. Just sacrifice her. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take on the Ashlands right away. Like as my next task. But I will make sure that I stream the first attempt at landfall. I don't stream everything I do with this guy, only the important stuff. Because to be quite frank, that there's been dozens and dozens of times I've had to take this trip on this boat, this same path. And it gets a little boring after a while to watch, I would think. And just, sailing. Considering I gotta get to like right below the world tree there, it's a little bit of a distance. Well, it's basically right in front of me, I just gotta go a little bit roundabout to get there. It's very foggy on the mountain there. I just hope I can get the wind to hold out how I need it to. I also gotta be careful not to use my Staff of Embers while I'm on my boat, because with fire spread on I can actually burn my boat down. I accidentally did that with fire arrows at the start of everything. I wasn't thinking about the fact, oh yeah, I got fire spread on. And I was shooting some arrows off and one hit my boat. I had to make a new boat. Oh yay, thick fog now here. As long as I keep that area to the right. Actually, I could probably do this. Because now that I'm around that, this should take me to that other landmass. Oh, don't change direction on me. Are you kidding me? See, I know the weather and the wind is a set pattern in the game. It's always the same for everybody on day 12. Always the same for everybody on day 137. Like, it's always the same. The wind itself is not random. Or sorry, the weather is not random. But it sure feels like it's very random and out to get me sometimes. This is the Leviathan I was talking about before, which means I should have to turn to the right here almost immediately. But I might have already turned enough because I'm facing the base of the world tree here. Oh good, getting out of the fog. Okay, so if there's swamp there, then this is the right spot. Yes, perfect. I wonder why I couldn't see the Leviathan on the way in. That's not very far. Weird. And now annoying because I have to go down to paddle speed. because the wind keeps changing to be directly... See, this is the direction I have to go, and look where the wind is. It's directly in my face. And I can't even veer off to the right. I hope it keeps moving a little bit. Come on. No, it stopped. And of course it's coming from the direction that if I do end up making it around that corner, it's still going to be right in my face. But it's only about 10 minutes before I can use my power again, and it's about a half hour to 40-minute total trip. I know it seems a little long, but it's all about patience and enjoying the game and just enjoying the look around. I mean, it really is a beautiful game. And there's the troll and the bear. Will it be enough of a turn to get the wind at my back? Or to my side? No, maybe not at first. And yet I'm still pretty sure that this is faster than the raft at full speed. Be just enough. I think so. Because I need to head between those two little spots there. I think that's just enough right there. There's the spire, which means the sealed tower shouldn't be too far, if I remember correctly. It might be a little ways up, but I think it was on this area. Yeah, it's on this landmass, but how far up it was. That's the story. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Hello, Mr. Serpent. Why don't you go fight those locks or something? Or that fueling. That's even funnier. That's hilarious. The fueling is swimming after it. And it's trying to... Oh my, I want to watch this. Reverse course. I mean, how often do you see something like a group of loxes attacking a serpent? Well, that didn't take very long, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that serpent's gone. Now, if I were to drop something here to grab that serpent meat. Let's just make sure I eat. Oh, that might not be good. I don't know how much damage they're going to do in Carapace armor. But oh, a decent amount. I'm just going to heal, just in case. Oh, bugger off. All this because I want some serpent meat. Why am I not using this? See what happens with fire spread on. You can actually start a mini grass fire. Alright. Looks like I effectively scared off the lox. I guess they don't like fire. Seeker meat, that's what's gonna go. I'm tempted to drop the iron. Let me get back to shore, you turd. Why are you not burning? Come on. Don't want to die here. All because I decided to pick up some serpent meat. got some of the serpent meat. Yeah, and I had to drop the iron. That's okay. I have a ton of iron back at my base. I don't really mind having to start that one over. Or fresh. I don't even know why I brought it with me. Best way to fight on your boat. Jump and hit. Oh, nice. The wind's a little bit stronger now. And I should end up hitting the swamp area that I need to turn right about when day hits. Oh, I'm so excited. I beat the queen. It's only the second or third time that I've beaten her on a non-creative character, on a character where I wasn't cheating. I beat her cheaty way a couple of times just because I wanted to get the item. The majestic Carapace. That was a lot closer to when the Mistlands first dropped, though. Or sorry, when the Ashlands first dropped. It's kind of nice that the wind's in my favor this time, though. If it stays in my favor long enough, then if it turns on me, I'll be able to use the power and hopefully get back before it's over. But I still got a little bit of ways to go because I have to get underneath the world tree. Hello, Mr. Serpent. I just watched a group of buffalo destroy one of your friends. Ah, there's the seal tower. Okay, so it's a little bit further north than I thought from where I was. That's good, though. That means it's closer to the main base, because that's going to be the next thing I do, I think. Don't know if I'll do that today, or if I'll do it later today, or if I'll do that one maybe next weekend. Or I might do a stream sometime during the week, depending, who knows. I remember when I used to give these areas such a wide berth, just on the off chance that I might aggro a death skeeto. The heck? That was random. It's like something from below like pushed my boat up and out of the water for a second. That wasn't a rock. Huh. Well, as long as it doesn't keep happening, then it doesn't really matter. I might have to go on a big serpent hunt at one point. Not a huge one, but just take out 3 or 4 of them. just so that I can make like a good stockpile of serpent stew until I can get things situated in the Ashlands. See, this is going to be tricky because I'm going to need to make sure that I bring all the stuff that I'm going to need to make the crafting benches that I'm going to need, as well as the upgrades. But I got to be careful that I don't don't lose everything. The only boss that I really don't want to have to fight again is the Queen. Any of the other ones, I could take them on anytime. Ichthyr, he'll be dead in seconds. Elder, same thing. Bone Mass, I'm sure I could take him out real fast with the Mistwalker. Motor only ever takes a few moments anyway. Yagluth is by far the easiest of the bosses. I'm pretty sure I can take him out without ever taking a point of damage. But then there's the Queen. I don't really care that I just had to toss some jellies. I just got a free fish, a coral cod. Apparently it's seen some things. Some haunting things. This must be an ocean fish. I've never caught a coral cod. I don't even know what most of the fish in this game are. Because what the heck's the point? I can spend hours fishing, making bait, hunting trophies to make the different types of baits, or I can just make better food with the stuff that I collect along the way. So, it seems kind of like a no-brainer to me. I think I'm almost up to where my swamp base is. My staging ground. That's the area that leads into the bay, I think. Pretty sure. It's been a while since I've taken that route. Not since I made the long ship. So 100 plus days, 150 days. Because up until the Mistlands I was making some pretty crazy progress. Here we are, day 240. Those deer have been stuck on that island for like a month. Like an in-game month, at least. So now I know I'm in the right area. Runestone, my base is on the other side of those trees. I think I can go between those two rocks. But yeah, my swamp base, or staging area base, should be right there. Yeah, just popped in. Which actually means that Hildir is just up there. I found her again not too long ago. But the problem with that is there's nothing at Hildir that I want. What the? How dare you? Okay, almost to my turn. There's a couple of times that I almost started to turn into the silly areas of the swamp. And there's no actual path. It's like, what am I doing? I'm turning too soon. Like that spot there. I've turned into there a couple of times when there was some waves going on. Yes, you're big and scary. I just drove my boat straight through you. You're that scary. Let's switch those places. So I always keep going for number 4 for my hammer. I try to keep most of my hotkeys consistent. I usually do it weapon, shield. This is usually my bow. Then this is usually my axe. This is usually my hammer. Why do I have death now? I don't want those. See, now I gotta go against the wind a bit. But thankfully only a bit. And then as soon as I turn out of this swamp area, the wind will be at my relative back again. But I'm almost there. I'm almost home with my spoils of the Queen battle. I'm gonna have to paddle. Maybe. Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be some paddling going on here. You know what? No, there's not. I am not gonna get stuck paddling through the swamp with the leeches. Haven't lost a boat on this file because of that, but I have lost boats before because of that. It's a real problem. Especially when I know how many leeches are in the area. This is the only part that still gets me confused sometimes, because it feels like I should be able to go straight out there and then to the right and get to where I need to go, but I can't. When I do that, I get lost into some weird little side bay area thing that I can't even really describe. So I always just take this coast. I'm pretty sure that, well, if the water level was just a little bit lower, this would be a massive inland sea. And now that I see it turning, I can turn with it. Stick to the right of that island. And they should be coming up on where, oh, there's a sandbar there. I don't want to hit that. That's not a sandbar, it's just a rock. Definitely don't want to hit that. It should be the elder up there somewhere. Very close, actually. The elder spawn has actually been one of my best landmarks. And there it is. Which is handy because I have a repair station just downstream from this. There's also a little hut somewhere around here too. Right there, with a repair station. That was my staging area for when I was fighting the Elder. Now if I go this way, I should be out of the rocks now. And my repair bench should be just up on this spot here. And there it is. I can see the bench. The ladder should come into pop into place soon. Right there it is. And I put the ladder there so that I had a visual reference. Of kind of where I want the boat to be. And look at that, drive-by repairs. Nope, and this is where I gotta cross the water. I always get mixed up when I go into that bay. This is that same bay that I said that I always get turned into where I don't want to on the way out. So if you've watched this far, you've come with me on quite the journey. And see, now I'm on the north side of the world tree. Not that you can really see it now. You're gonna give me some faster wind now, maybe? Or for the last 30 seconds of my power? Before I discover that the wind is directly in my face again? I have a feeling that that's going to be the case. As soon as my power runs out, I'm going to be going directly against the wind. So hopefully I can get across. Oh good, I did. I can see shoreline. It sucks being stuck on the ocean with no map during a storm. Because when there ain't no map, it's hard to keep your bearings. And of course, yeah, look at that. Look at the wind. Look at that. Yep. Down to a point where I'm stuck paddling again. At least have Odin on the shore or something. Like, give me something to look at while you're taunting me. But no. It's not only in my face now, but it's gonna get more in my face. I truly do believe that the motor power needs to be extended. Even if it's only by like 2 minutes. Make it 7 minutes instead of 5. Sometimes it takes a full 30 seconds for the game to actually change course on the wind and start working, so instead of 5 minutes you get 4.5. And now I need to head more into the wind. Although maybe it'll be enough to catch the sail or catch the wind on my sails a little bit, but I don't think it will be. Not unless I want to ground myself. Ah, there we go. Another serpent. Oh, there's so many of them. Ow. Okay, how are you stuck? I know there's a rock there, but come on. And now the wind has changed entirely. That's okay though, because I believe if I head... Oh, no, not that way. I gotta head south-ish. That's or west. That's east. There's south. There should be a spot with a rock just off the shore up here on the corner. Yep, perfect. Okay, so there's the rock. That means I head straight. Straight should take me almost directly at my base. I'm always looking up at the world tree there because, like I said, world spawn is pretty much right below that nobbled area. It's very close anyway. I think it's slightly left. But this has been an exciting adventure today. Left home, got back to the Queen. Took a little bit of doing, but managed to get rid of her. Get my nice trophies. Which I don't like moving around in my inventory while I'm on the boat, just in case I throw it off. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Now is my base left? It's going to be left. There's just a little hut in front of me, I think. My base is like right in here. But I want to make sure that I'm in the right spot. Yep. Down to paddling again, but that's okay because I'm very close now. It's going to eat one of these just in case. And there we are. Had a little sandbar just outside of my base, so I figured I'd put my windmill there. Oh, I haven't found that I've needed to actually make much flour. Like when I first got it, yeah, I made a decent amount to get into the new foods and such, but most of the best foods I find you don't need flour for yet. I like building my base by the world spawn. One less location to remember. I would use my dock, but I need to rebuild it because it doesn't take me in the right spot. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You having a little laugh there, motor? There we go. Couple of screenshots. What does her power do again? Oh. That might be really useful, actually. When I get down to the Ashlands, it's just going to suck trying to get back down there. Yeah. Well, everybody, it has been a awesome journey today. I'm going to go see something, though. I need to see what I need. I need to make some ceramic plates, but I need to upgrade that. Which to do that, I need this. Yes, the artisan press. So I just need 5 pieces of bronze, which I think I do have somewhere around here. They might be on the boat. They're not. Okay. Pretty sure I had some extra bronze kicking around. Maybe not. Huh. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go on a hunt for some bronze. But in the meantime, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I will be back likely later on this evening. At the very latest, it's the weekends that I always stream, Saturday and Sunday mornings, pretty much without fail. So you can always catch me then, and you can always hit me up, well, here on YouTube. So if you've enjoyed what you've watched, please don't hesitate to give it a like, give it a share, all that fun stuff. I hate asking for it, but it really does make me smile when that happens. When I see that somebody actually cared enough to drop a like, especially on a more long form video like this. That's, a couple hours live stream let's play of a survival crafting game that came out 5 years ago. Like, it's appreciated that you're watching, so thank you very much. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will catch you later. As soon as he's up here. Yeah. This will be a good spot to end the stream right there. I want to get a screenshot. Perfect. There's my screenshot. Alright. You have a good one, guys.